Individually, we are one drop. Together, we are an ocean. Ryunosuke Satoru here describes the strength in numbers that we have displayed in our 2020 Brigada Eskwela implementation. The Brigada Eskwela is the National Schools Maintenance Week that aims to bring together all education stakeholders to participate and contribute their time, effort, and resources to prepare the public school facilities for the opening of the school year. With this year's Brigada Eskwela theme, pagpapanatili ng bayanihan tungo sa kalidad na edukasyon para sa kabataan, the Schools Division Office of Catanduanes aims to unite with our community, our stakeholders, including our dear students, their parents and teachers, and other agencies of the government to reach our common goal. Pursuant to DepEd Order Number 53, Series 2020, the new concept of Brigada Eskwela shall focus on preparations and strengthening partnerships to ensure that the learning continues even in the time of COVID-19. The activity shall highlight partnership initiatives that complement the department's efforts to ensure that quality basic education will continue despite the challenges posed by COVID-19 and to implement the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan or the BELCP.
Achieving development and progress through linkages with public and private partners. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Gawad Parangal for 2020 Division Brigada Eskwela Best Implementing Schools and Stakeholders. Let us all stand for the Philippine National Anthem. Let us all remain standing for the opening prayer to be followed by Catanduanes hymn.
our school's division superintendent, Dr. Susan Escoliano, to the Chief Education Supervisors, Ms. Mary Jean Romero of SGOD, and Mr. Romel Pitahen of CID, Section Chiefs, our Education Program Supervisors, Public Schools District Supervisors, Ms. Mari Febrequilio, the Senior Education Program Specialist of Social Mobilization Unit, and her staff, Ms. Immaculate Latorre and Ms. Audria Vibo, all other SGOD personnel, our stakeholders, principals, provincial, municipal, and barangay officials, parent-teacher associations, friends, good day. Brigada Eskwela had been with us for almost 18 years now, and we are of course aware that this serves as an avenue for DepEd SDO Catanduanes to pool resources and encourage the participation of individuals or groups from government agencies, local government units, private sectors, and non-government organizations aimed at preparing schools ready for the opening of classes. All schools have participated in this endeavor, and we are one in our belief that it is only our collective efforts and no other can make things happen. It is through unity and collaboration that goals of creating safe, clean, and child-friendly schools are realized. Through this undertaking, school facilities are improved, school environment is made favorable in providing quality learning in schools. As Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. As SDO's way of recognizing the effort of our schools, we hold this annual Gawad Parangal to motivate and inspire more our school heads, internal and external stakeholders to continue supporting this program wherein the school children are our main beneficiaries. Congratulations, SGOD. Congratulations, awardees. And keep that spirit burning and pass it on. So on behalf of SDO Catanduanes, I welcome you all to this Gawad Parangal 2021 with our theme, Achieving Development and Progress Through Linkages with Public and Private Partners. Good day and God bless.
And to give us the 2020 Brigada Eskwela Accomplishment Report, let us all now have the Senior Education Program Specialist of the Social Mobilization and Networking Unit, Mama Febrequilio.
My respect to our OIC Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Susan Escoliano, the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Maria Luisa T. De La Rosa, the Chief of the School Governance and Operations Division, Madam Mary Jean S. Romero, the Chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division, Sir Romel J. Pitahen. To everyone, good morning. Blessings, education partners and their support in time, energy and effort flooded, bathed and cleansed our school and created a more safe, ready and motivating environment for our students to learn. Brigada Eskwela shows that a school is merely an instrument of education. The education of our youth lies in the community and individuals who make up this community. We hone this instrument so we can better pursue its goals of molding the future of this nation. The success of the 2020 Brigada Eskwela is owed to each one of us who has come and actively participated and committed. The success is a proof of the evidence partnership between the different government institutions, non-government organizations, the Department of Education, the community, and the Filipino citizens. Let us witness the 2020 Brigada Eskwela initiatives of DepEd SDO Catanduanes.
to the highlights of today's affair, the recognition of the 2020 Brigada Eskwela Best Implementing Schools, School Heads, BE Coordinators, and Stakeholders. Best Implementing Schools Elementary Level. Third place from Bato West, Ginubatan Elementary School. Let us also recognize the school head of Ginubatan Elementary School, our school principal, Ma'am Ayla B. Cordial, as well as our teacher 3, Ma'am Elena C. Timajo, the Brigada Eskwela Coordinator. Second place, Higmoto Central Elementary School. Let us also recognize the school head, Sir Juan O. Jeromo, as well as our Brigada Eskwela Coordinator, Ma'am Marites Dayawon. First place, Kumagaykay Elementary School. Principal, Sir Rolly N. Nazareno, Brigada Eskwela Coordinator, Ma'am Maylene L. Manlangit.
Welcome to Kumagaykay Elementary School. Isa pong karangalan ang mapili ang aming paaralan ng Kumagaykay na makapagbahagi ng magagandang gawain patungkol sa pagpapaunlad ng Brigada Eskwela o best practices na naging daan o gabay ng paaralan upang makamit nito ang ilang taong pagiging Brigada Eskwela Best Implementing School, Small Schools Category. Ang tagumpay ng paaralan ay tagumpay ng lahat. Kabahagi ang mga guro, mag-aaral, mga magulang, mga mapagkawang-gawang individual, iba't ibang sektor ng lipunan at pamayanan. Ang walang sawa at walang pag-iimbot na pagtulong na siyang patuloy na nagbibigkis at nagbibigay daan patungo sa pag-unlad ng paaralan upang maihatid at maitawid ang dekalidad na edukasyon sa mapanghabang panahon. Ang paaralan ng Kumagaykay ay patuloy na susulong at sa bawat tulong na maibibigay ng iba't ibang individual ay ang paninigurang ito ay susulong o gugulong sapagkat sa Brigada Eskwela dapat ang bawat dokumento ay mayroong monumento. Maraming salamat. Kumagaykay Elementary School, mabuhay!
Care for Isa! Kumagaykay, mabuhay!
Best Implementing School Secondary Level. Third place, Karamuran Rural Development High School. School Head, Ma'am Sisminda A. Borromeo, Brigada Eskwela Coordinator, Ma'am Lita P. Azanza. Second place, Supang Datag National High School. School Head, Sir Jesus P. Hianan, BE Coordinator, Ma'am Maria Soledad E. Sabeniano. First place, San Miguel Rural Development High School. School Head, Ma'am Mabel B. Rubio, BE Coordinator, Engineer Daniel P. Manlangit. Let us also recognize the finalists for the Best Implementing Schools Elementary Level. We have Cavinitan Elementary School, Virac Pilot Elementary School, Viga Central Elementary School, San Miguel Central Elementary School, Alma Elementary School, Kabuyuan Elementary School, Lumabaw Elementary School, Tabugok Central Elementary School, Milabiga Integrated School, Karamuran Central Elementary School, Bato Central Elementary School, Bagamanok Central Elementary School, and Bugao Central Elementary School. The lists for the best implementing school secondary level, we have Antipolo National High School, Catanduanes National High School, Viga Rural Development High School, Lictin Integrated School, Panganiban National High School, Cobo Integrated School, Leandro I. Barcelas National High School, Sikmil Integrated School, Kabugao Integrated School, Bato Rural Development High School, Baras Rural Development High School, Bagamanok Rural Development High School, and San Vicente National High School. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to present to you Governor Joseph C. Cua for his message of support.
To the Department of Education, to our OIC Schools Division Superintendent, Ms. Susan Culiano, to our stakeholders, to all our participating schools, their faculty and staff, and to our beloved teachers, allow me to extend my sincerest congratulations to all. As we all know, Brigada Eskwela is one of the core programs in our education system where stakeholders like government agencies, local government units, and other NGO and private organizations emulate the spirit of bayanihan. This spirit was even more pronounced in 2020 when a global challenge in the form of a pandemic arrived in our midst. We had to undergo a radical change in the education system and were left grappling for solutions to the challenges that came with it. But through your collaborative efforts and unwavering commitment, it did not take long for all of you to overcome it together. And now, as you celebrate this year's Brigada Eskwela, Best Implementing Schools and Stakeholders, may this event once again inspire the spirit of bayanihan and at the same time elevate the synergy between and among the stakeholders. After all, the provision of quality education to the Catanduanes youth is our collective responsibility. Let today be a reminder that we are only as strong as we are united. Again, my warmest congratulations and heartfelt appreciation to everyone involved in this event. Diyos mabalos, sa Indugabos, Sulong Katandungan, Sulong Pilipinas.
Thank you, Governor Cua, for the untiring support you have given to the Schools Division Office of Catanduanes. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, let us also listen to the message of support of none other than our very motherly Vice Governor, Honorable Shirley A. Abundo.
As a parent and as a public servant, it has always been my ardent wish to be able to give back to our children the best quality education that they deserve. But because of the challenges that we are facing right now, it has been a tough climb to get to where we want to go. To all stakeholders, let us take this time to be more bonded and supportive of each other because it is only in our oneness that we could survive these hurdles. The Office of the Vice Governor and the whole family of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan will always be there to support you and be one of your pillars of strength. Sama-sama para sa dekalidad na edukasyon sa probinsya ng Catanduanes.
Thank you, Ma'am Shai, for your message. At this point, let us all welcome Honorable Hector S. Sanchez, our Congressman, for his message of support.
Our beloved Governor Joseph Cua, Vice Governor Shirley Abundo, to all board members, our school superintendent, Ms. Susan Culiano, officers and members of DepEd, municipal mayors, barangay captains, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My warmest congratulations and sincere appreciation to the Department of Education and the participating schools, its faculty and its staff, and to all stakeholders who worked tirelessly for the successful implementation of the 2020 Brigada Eskwela. Your commitment to ensure accessible and quality education, even during these unprecedented times, is truly inspiring. Despite the overwhelming challenges and consequences of the pandemic, you have taken significant steps to guarantee continuity of learning. You are the unsung heroes of this pandemic, to whom we owe a debt of gratitude. This year's theme, Achieving Development and Progress through the linkaging with public and private partners, comes to an opportune moment to serve as a gentle reminder to all of us to act with unity of purpose. Together, we have a myriad of opportunities to do great things. Let us continue to rise above the boundaries which hasten our progress. On our part as representative of the people, we are fixing our muscles and a no-let-up scheme to achieve the necessary budgetary and logistical requirements to education and other essential sectors of the society. The struggle continues walang iwanan. And if I may borrow a line from a famous musical, we're all on this together. As promised by our Secretary of Education, Secretary Briones, and also together with Yusik Alain Pasqua, the initial 400 million is now earmarked for our rehabilitation for our damaged school buildings, and soon we'll deliver it directly to the province. With God in our midst and unity of purpose, there are no limits to what we can do, and no adversity we cannot deny. Thank you very much, and God bless all.
At this juncture, let us all listen to the message of support of our other stakeholders.
2020 has been a year that brought drastic changes to everyone's lives, especially in the country's educational system. And with these changes, achieving development and progress was a big challenge. As a collaborative effort to develop and create innovations, linkages through public and private partnership was one of the steps to surpass it. The Department of the Interior and Local Government applauds the splendid efforts of the schools and the stakeholders who participated and contributed their time, effort, and resources for the 2020 Brigada Eskwela amidst the pandemic everyone is now facing. We are living in a complex societies where the policy frameworks in place opens them to be full short of providing satisfying solutions to a growing number of problems. But this does not necessarily mean that the frameworks as such are to be changed. So naturally, there is some resistance to large-scale reforms. But while we may have to live with given policy settings, partnership can be a great help in improving their performance. Area-based partnership provide a mechanism for local organizations, in particular, to work together and adapt their policies to better reflect the needs of people and economy at the local level. Partnership are thus a key instrument of local governance. In the end, all problems have local ramifications, but competencies are rarely organized according to local needs. They're often instead split along different hierarchical, sectoral, and or thematic lines, and are more the result of historical and social and sectoral factors than a logical division of work corresponding to need. Partnership are a very effective way of overcoming these formal structures and involving interest groups more equitably. The partners are the stones on which to build a prosperous development, and their adhesive mortar is the trust they can build among partners. DILG promised for continual support and partnership to DepEd's plans and programs. You can expect DILG to be your partner in all your undertakings. We are looking ahead for a more collaborative engagement between DILG and DepEd. We are united as one, and we will overcome all the odds as one.
Good day to all the guests of DepEd Catanduanes in today's 2020 Gawad Parangal, and our heartfelt congratulations for the recognized schools for their commitment, and we applaud them for their achievements. At EDUCO, education is our flagship program. It is something that is very close to our hearts. And I believe that DepEd shares the same heartbeat with us. In pursuing a world where all children fully enjoy the rights, partnerships between us, with the government, with public organizations as well, and the private sector is necessary for us to achieve our goals. Having said that, we are always open to collaborations, because we believe that, the more we get together, the more hands that work together for a common goal, we can create that synergy, and we can create that impact that it is what I believe we all wanted to achieve in terms of our mandates. Since 2019, EDUCO has been partnering with DepEd Catanduanes. In fact, we officially signed our tripartite memorandum of agreement or partnership agreement with the provincial government of Catanduanes, and at the same time, SDO Catanduanes. Caramoran is one of EDUCO's sponsorship areas, and we have provided various support to other municipalities of Catanduanes during the onslaught of Super Typhoon Rolly last year. We've also provided technical support, such as the capacity enhancement for teachers on PSS, on GBV and PSEA, and provided material support to 22 schools in Caramoran. We covered the printing of modules, we provided wash facilities in 5 areas, among other things. Currently, we have an ongoing initiative called Keeping Children in School, or Bringing Back to Education the Out-of-School Youth, which we call KCIE project. This project aims to provide a safe, if not safer, learning environment, alternative learning options, and adequate learning distance support to learners under EDUCO's program areas of intervention towards learning continuity in 22 schools in Caramoran. Through such collaborations, we at EDUCO commit ourselves in providing support to ensure that every child is not deprived of the chance to learn and study, something that's even more urgent at this time because of this COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, we look forward to achieving even more milestones with the government and our fellow NGOs operating in the region and even outside of the region. Again, congratulations to the recognized schools where we are recognizing and celebrating, lauding their performance, and their commitment today. Together, we hope to continue making a difference in the lives of all Catanduanon learners. Maraming salamat po.
Isang pagbati mula sa Save the Children Philippines at sa bumubuo ng aming humanitarian response team dito sa Catanduanes. Ang mensaheng ito ay pagpapaabot din ng aming lubos na pagpapasalamat sa Schools Division Office of Catanduanes at sa mga school personnel na naging bahagi ng aming mga programa sa mga nakaraang buwan. Bilang Education Cluster Co-Lead ng Department of Education, napakalaking kontribusyon ang ibinahagi ng SDO Catanduanes upang masigurong maipatupad natin ang mga programa na naglalayong matulungan ang mga bata, guro at paaralan na higit na naapektuhan ng mga nakaraang bagyo. Naging malaki ang hamon sa ating lahat ng mga nagdaang krisis, lalo na at patuloy natin itong hinaharap kasabay ng pandemya. Pero masaya po kaming ibahagi sa inyo na ligtas at matagumpay po nating naihatid ang mga tulong sa ilan sa mga paaralan at komunidad sa probinsya. Hindi po namin magagawa ang lahat ng ito kung hindi dahil sa mga suportang ibinigay ninyo. Nakikiisa po ang Save the Children Philippines ngayong araw ng Gawad Parangal for 2020 Brigada Eskwela Best Implementing Schools and Stakeholders na may temang Achieving Development and Progress through linkaging with public and private partners. Isang pagpapatunay ang araw na ito ng kahalagahan ng interagency collaboration, coordination at partnership upang mas maging buo at epektibo ang mga programa natin para sa mga bata. Sana po ay patuloy nating palakasin ang ating ugnayan sa mga susunod na programa at patuloy po sana nating itaguyod ang karapatan ng mga bata, may krisis man o wala. Sa muli, marami pong salamat, mayad na aga sa gabos, asin Diyos mabalos.
Good Neighbors International Philippines upholds the well-being of children for them to realize their potentials by providing quality educational programs. Under Community Development Strategy, we advocate, plan, and implement projects through partnership and in close coordination with local government units and related agencies like Department of Education. In supporting the education sector, Good Neighbors values the importance of linkages by mobilizing human and material resources. Indeed, we cannot do this alone, but by working hand in hand in our desire to create changes for the welfare of the children. As we go through the process of building partnership, we complement each other in achieving sustainable development and progress that entails community participation, partners' engagement, and above all, ownership. As we valued partners, we also achieve this vision. Good Neighbors collaborates with DepEd, sharing the same goal. First, we both prioritize children every step of the way. Second, we strive to induce more people to join our work as members and partners. And lastly, we respond to call for support for younger generation to enjoy their rights to education. This solidarity is truly empowering for us as allies and champions of development. As proof to these endeavors, in order to equip learners and teachers for the opening of school year, Brigada Eskwela served as venue for joint efforts and shared resources among stakeholders. It bridges the gap between the school and the communities for several years, linking CSO, individuals, parents, and private entities, all for the benefit of the children. So in behalf of Good Neighbors International Philippines, we would like to extend our support and congratulations to all the school, to all best implementing schools in the province of Catanduanes.
Good day to our education frontliners and stakeholders. We at City Savings Bank have always been thankful and honored to be one of your key stakeholders in the division of Catanduanes. Since 2008, we have been an active partner of the DepEd teaching community in providing access to quality education through our corporate social responsibility programs. Last year, we were at the forefront in supporting DepEd's Learning Continuity Plan to ensure that basic quality education continues despite the challenges in adapting to the new normal. One of DepEd's core program that City Savings supports annually is Brigada Eskwela. Since the beginning of the community quarantine, the bank has mobilized the provision of safety and sanitation essentials to complement DepEd's effort in ensuring the health, safety, and well-being of teachers, students, and non-teaching personnel. Provision of technological support and learning equipment, printing materials, and supplies were also provided to enable schools to keep up with the expectations of the new normal ways of teaching and learning. This is part of our commitment to help create a better, safer, and more sustainable teaching and learning environment. Despite the pandemic, our teachers continue to strive and to innovate to ensure that learning progresses beyond the classroom walls. The pandemic is not over, and we know that many challenges still lie ahead. City Savings salute all of you, our education frontliners, for continuing to break boundaries and for trying to make things better for our learners amidst this new normal. We look forward to more collaboration and partnership with you on programs that promote growth and capability building for our public school teachers and students. Mabuhay tayong lahat!
Performing a very special number for us today is Resni Rain Rodriguez and Aaron Topar of San Miguel Rural Development High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Division Brigada Eskwela jingle winners for their rendition of Kapit Bisig.
Tara na Brigada Eskwela, sabay nating isulong ang panibagong yugto, yakapin ang edukasyon.
Hayaang ulanin ang pagtutulungan ang bawat isa, magsama-sama. Ihanda ang pangmas ng karunungan sa simulang pag-asa ng bayan. Kapit bisig, lahat ay magtulungan, bayanihan para sa kabataan.
Simulan sa sarili ang pagkilos, pamahagi sa iba.
Akayin ang kapwa, ihahon sa baba, ipakita sa madla.
Kaisalang mga guro at magulang, isusulong ang pangarap ng kabataan.
Kapit bisig, lahat ay magtulungan, bayanihan para sa kabataan. Kapit bisig, lahat ay magtulungan, bayanihan para sa kabataan.
2020 was a year far from what we envisioned it to be. We have faced a lot of adversities to face this pandemic, but this didn't stop us from doing the most of our abilities so we can provide for our learners and stakeholders the best education in this time of pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all pave way for our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Susan Escoliano, for the message of challenge to the 2021 Brigada Eskwela implementation. This is to be followed by the word of acceptance by Ma'am Jane C. Tabor, the Principal 1 of Cabinitan Elementary School.
Good morning and happy Monday to all of you. I have all the reasons to greet you with good and happy Monday. simply because today we are celebrating your accomplishments through the 2020 virtual Gawad Parangal for Brigada Eskwela implementing units. I know that you know better the ingredients that led you here. That is why on my part, my message would just be in threefold. One is the message of thank you, our gratefulness for the enormous support that you have extended to our schools. Thank you very much, the school heads, the teachers, especially the Brigada Eskwela coordinators, all other parents, alumni, stakeholders, internal and external, whether small or big help resources that you have extended to our schools. Thank you very much po. All of these are recorded, they are documented, and I hope our schools have given you their personal thank you for all, again, the support that you have extended to them. The second is the message of congratulations. It's not easy to land in the finalists, more so to land in the final winners, first, second, and third. But of course, I extend my congratulations to all of you, lahat ng schools na nag-implement ng Brigada Eskwela. Lahat ng ginawa nyo para i-implement ang inyong plano sa Brigada Eskwela 2020, lahat po yun ay counted. Yung pagiging winner is an added feat on your part. But all the efforts that you have given to implement the 2020 Brigada Eskwela, please know that we have all our congratulations and acknowledgement for them. And of course, the third and another moving forward important call is the call for continued action, for continued help and support for our schools for the same program which has been institutionalized, and this year it has extended to Brigada Pagbasa. Tinatawagan po namin ang lahat, the benevolent persons, even those who never had their time to be part of our Brigada Eskwela implementation. I just would like to emphasize na ang lahat po na binibigay nyo, ang aming solicitation, ang call for action, ang lahat po ay para sa ating mga bata, para sa ating mga schools. We have eagerly anticipated the coming back to school of our students, and we never waver as we long for their presence in their classrooms. The very reason why we prepare the classrooms, the schools, and everything that would account for the environment that would spell the learning, enabling learning environment for all of them. And that is why I call on everybody, especially school-based employees, to account for each and every donation that is given to all of you. I also, of course, challenge everyone to raise to top and for us to produce Hall of Fame awardees and garner more awards in the region and in the national level. We have started, of course, the effort for ordinance to be crafted, formulated in the different municipalities so that from 8 golds, we can, of course, have or reach the Diamond Awards. But uulitin ko, lahat po yun ay compensation or commensuration ng lahat ng ating ginagawa. We have to remain rooted to the principle of preparedness and enabling environment for our learners when they go back to schools. I also would like to particularly acknowledge the effort of the School Governance and Operations Division, ang ating SGOD, particularly ang ating Social Mobilization and Networking Unit for not stopping. And of course, for exerting also their best in order for us to really have a meaningful and inspiring implementation of Brigada Eskwela. So carry on with the 2021 Brigada Eskwela implementation. As I have said, we are all in this together. The Brigada Eskwela is not just a project of the School Governance and Operations Division. I call on more collaboration with the Curriculum Implementation Division, the Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, all our non-teaching employees, lalo sa ating Brigada Pagbasa, ang ating mga external stakeholders. Alam niyo na po kung sino-sino talaga ang pwede nating i-invite para sa ating mas meaningful na implementation ng Brigada Eskwela. Ito ang isang araw ng pagpupugay, pagsasaludo sa lahat ng efforts nyo. Thank you again, congratulations, and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Our honored guests and very supportive stakeholders and partners from the LGU, Honorable Joseph C. Coa, our Provincial Governor, Honorable Shirley A. Abondo, our Vice Governor, Honorable Hector S. Sanchez, our Congressman, our friends of education and stakeholders from the non-government agencies, non-government organizations, private companies, and the Parent Teachers Association, the DepEd family headed by the talented woman of transformation, Madam Susan Esculiano, my dear colleagues, friends, a pleasant morning to all. Our honored guests and very supportive stakeholders and partners from the LGU, Honorable Joseph C. Coa, our Provincial Governor, Honorable Shirley A. Abondo, our Vice Governor, Honorable Hector S. Sanchez, our Congressman, our friends of education and stakeholders from the non-government agencies, non-government organizations, private companies, and the Parent Teachers Association, the DepEd family headed by the talented woman of transformation, Madam Susan Esculiano, my dear colleagues, friends, a pleasant morning to all. I am overwhelmed with gratitude to have been selected to accept the challenge of 2021 Brigada Eskwela implementation, but also full of mixed emotions for the responsibilities attached to this challenge, and the expectations of everyone must be put into actions. But taking it positively, challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. My heart is full of joy for this is the first time that all finalists were recognized and given citations for their sacrifices and support to the yearly program, the Brigada Eskwela. This accomplishment is far beyond my expectations for the short span of time, 6 months in my new school assignment, Cabinitan Elementary School. But I gained an insight that the length of stay is not a barrier to achieve your dreams of transformation. I am not alone in this journey, for it is the collaboration of all the personnel, the community, the ever-supportive agencies, the LGU, and the private individuals who never failed us in giving both material, financial, and manpower assistance to realize our programs and projects. Also behind this are the persons who molded me to develop the passion of being a true public servant and being selfless. Through their guidance and mentoring, they inspired and motivated me to work hard, regardless of awards and recognitions, for somebody up there is always looking down to record our daily accomplishments for eternal rewards. Having workaholic, committed, and supportive staff is also essential to achieve success in all our endeavors, and Cabinitan Elementary School is so lucky to have it. Allow me also to give credits to our stakeholders for the strong partnership and support. Special mention to the LGU, Cabinitan community, supportive friends, and my BFF Marinel T. Rodolfo, who is always one call away. To SDO Catanduanes for the encouragement that we must always strive for excellence. To my PSDS, Ma'am Merly T. Gonzalez, for the trust, inspiration, and confidence that I can withstand all the challenges that comes my way. To my co-school heads for the shared ideas, benchmarking, and motivation that says can do it. My heartfelt thanks and gratitude for your greatness and contribution to the noble endeavor. To our Almighty God for good health, strength, protection, and guidance to perform our duties and obligations. In behalf of Cabinitan Elementary School, Virac South District, and all the schools in SDO Catanduanes, we commit ourselves to fervently support the Brigada Eskwela program as part of our social, community, moral, and professional involvement and obligation. We also pledge to support the different programs and projects of DepEd as it strives to offer wider horizons for the achievement of quality education, for we see this cause as an opportunity to become strong and dynamic partners for a better today and a brighter tomorrow, despite the challenges brought by this new normal situation.
To the challenge posed to us by our ASDS OIC, Madam Susan Esculiano, we pledge to extend our time, effort, and resources to be at our best for our Catanduanes learners. We are one in transforming the dream of every learner into action. And with that I say, challenge accepted. Let me end this speech with a thought to ponder from Martin Luther King. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenges and controversies. With our Brigada Eskwela mantra, transform says a nurturing environment with compassionate personnel and selfless stakeholders working collaboratively towards excellence. We are one with our division mantra, I Care Isla. Again, a wondrous day to all of us. Thank you and God bless us all.
To give us her word of thanks, let us all welcome the Education Program Supervisor of the School's Governance and Operations Division, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Areline Borja.
On behalf of the Schools Division Office of Catanduanes, under the leadership of ABLE OIC, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Susan Esculiano, and Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Maria Luisa T. De La Rosa, we sincerely appreciate the commendable assistance and support of everyone, which contributed meaningfully to attain the goals of the Department of Education and the objectives of Brigada Eskwela. To our teachers, school heads, parents, community partners, non-government organizations, national government agencies, private individuals and institutions, our above-board gratitude. To ever beneficent local officials headed by our Provincial Governor, Honorable Joseph C. Cua, Vice Governor Shirley A. Abundo, Provincial Board members, Honorable Mayors, Municipal Councilors, Barangay officials, our sincerest acknowledgement. Sa bawat isa na naging bahagi ng pagtataguyod ng Brigada Eskwela, marami pong salamat sa inyo. Walang Brigada Eskwela kung wala po kayo. Salamat po sa pagbabahagi ng inyong kakayahan, oras at resources. Marami pong salamat sa patuloy na pagmamahal para sa kabataan at para sa bayan. Naway, ang diwa ng bayanihan ay patuloy na manahanan sa ating mga puso. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. I care for Isla.
That concludes this year's Gawad Parangal for Brigada Eskwela Best Implementing Schools and Stakeholders. To our winners, our heartfelt congratulations to all of you. May these achievements be our inspiration to do more and be more for our learners. SDO Catanduanes cares for Isla. See you all again next year.